Following in the footsteps of the great explorers Peter Byrne and Tom Slick, we've ventured into Nepal looking for the abominable snowman, or the Yeti as the locals call it. After splitting up, Renee and I spoke with a witness who described the Yeti eating frogs. Information like this leads us to believe the Yeti is much more like the North American Sasquatch than we thought. Meanwhile, Bobo went camping with a Sherpa guide named Lapka, who knows the area and says this spot is rife with Yeti activity. And sure enough, after Lapka's Yeti call, they heard something respond.
What do you think that was?
Maybe Yeti.
Maybe Yeti?
Yeah.
When did you hear that sound? But what did it sound like?
Sound like a
Yeah, far away.
yeah.
And there's nobody lives down there.
No.
The Sherpa village is directly behind us to the right. What we heard was down the mountain that way.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard something clear as day.
That sound was not from a human and not from a known animal. It has to be a Yeti. We stayed out for a few more hours using the therm, doing calls, but as Squatch and luck would have it, we got rained out. Even though we got rained out last night, I know this area near Caracola has definite Yeti activity. I'm not sure what Lachlan saw on the therm, but I can tell you this, neither one of us had ever heard that call before from any known animal. Okay, Lupka, you said the Yeti lives around this lake?
Yeah.
I say we go, now that there's a break in the rain, and we go look for tracks, footprints,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go scout.
Oh.
I'm really hoping the weather cooperates today, because if we do find some tracks, it'll only be a matter of time before they start to decay in the rain.
All these leaves make it hard to see. Cow. It's all cows.
We found 2 sets of footprints, not like a Sherpa foot, not very long, 8 or 10 inches, but very, very wide with a huge toe. So we recognized them as something different.
Yes.
Come here. Yeah, stop. Look.
Oh.
Toes.
Yeah. Yeti.
You think so?
Yeah. This one is the Yeti.
You think that might be Yeti?
Yeti, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the toes. Toes dug in here.
Yeah.
Hind foot. Put that around it. I'm gonna put a scale item down there until I get the tape measure. But we keep looking for more tracks.
Okay.
Even though it's washed out from the rain and it appears most likely to be a bear, I'm not so sure because the Yeti tracks are a little different than Sasquatch tracks. They don't have a big toe sticking far up like a Squatch does. On the way back to base, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for more tracks. Renee and I have spent the last couple days here on the peninsula meeting with witnesses. But after talking to Matt and Cliff in Canada, I'm getting a little worried that we're falling behind on this wager. We gotta get out there and do some solo bigfooting. We gotta split up. Fortunately for us, Renee has a friend here on the peninsula that's gonna hook us up with some off-road vehicles so we can get out there and do some squatching in style.
Nice job, Renee.
Thanks. I told you got friends out here on the peninsula.
These things are bad.
So I'm gonna take the whole western slope, everything west of Lake Crescent, all the way down to Lake Quinault, and Renee will stay here on the north side.
Come on, Monk.
These off-road vehicles will take us deep into some of the most rugged parts of this territory, and hopefully yield us a Bigfoot encounter and some points. But whatever happens, this definitely will be an adventure.
I've been squatching on the Olympic Peninsula now for over 20 years, but I haven't been to the Elwha in over 10 because last time I was there, the police kept busting me and told me if I ever came back, they were gonna arrest me for trespassing. But after we met with Sam and Jenny, I now have permission for them to come here legally. so I can come out here with no worries and do some real squatching. The first squatch search technique I'm gonna try is an old standby, the hunter.
Still got it. I think hunters have the most settings, A, because they're quiet. A lot of them put scent block on, wearing camo. They're out at daybreak and dusk when squatches are active. So I think I act like a typical hunter, get a gun and stuff. Might be able to entice one in that way. Right there, baby. That would intimidate a squatch just a little too much, crack shot like that. I'm also going old school on another technique while I'm out here doing my hunter, marking my turf. Whose turf is it now, creature? Pretty good echoes.
Well, I struck out with the hunter technique, so I'm gonna try something a little more drastic this time. I got a new approach.
Squatching ain't always pretty, but today it is. Since this is a solo investigation, I couldn't bring a female with me, so I gotta be the female. There's a lot of reports about single women being approached by squatches, especially in remote cabins out hiking. So I thought, I'm a pretty good looking dude. I'd make a hot chick if I dress up. So that's what I'm doing today. Sassy that walk. It's getting pretty dark. I don't know if they can even see that I'm wearing lipstick and looking all come hither. You know, I'm getting frozen. Renee, this is the darkest we've ever walked in.
Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, every once in a while, a canopy opens up, I can see a little bit of sky. Can't even see my hand in front of my face. Out here on the Olympic Peninsula, there is a rich history of reports. And there's no other place where I've spent more time in the woods than right here. So it would be very fitting if this is the place where I find a Bigfoot tonight. Plus, we have Monkey on our team. This wager is in the bag.
God, I wish Monkey wasn't here right now. She's making so much. What was that?
Do you hear movement in the brush? I did.
Well, I mean, besides, I heard something further back making noise.
Yeah, bigger, right?
Like a vocal kind of noise. Like there's something in there. Right there. Listen.
Bobo, do you hear that? Bobo. I just heard a knock.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding, man. One single tap. That sounded like one of those kind of knocks.
What is that? Oh yeah, she's on alert. Monkey's all freaked out. What was it, Monk?
You know, it was really quiet when we walked in here, and now there's frogs.
Whatever it is, it went that way.
We need to do a wood knock.
Yeah, we gotta do some knocks.
Ready?
Yeah?
Let's just power on that meadow and not stop until we get there and do a couple calls.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
We're on a huge chunk of land, and normally we'd break off into teams to cover more ground. But teams are impossible because it's only Matt and I, so it looks like we have to go it alone.
Oh, there he is. That's a long ways away. I caught that last one on the very furthest reaches of my hearing.
What? Dude, I'm too far away. There's no way you could have heard it. What did you hear?
It sounded like quiet, distant, sustained echo of your howl.
You know what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that maybe you didn't hear me, but you heard something responding to me that's in between us, because I'm an awful long way from you.
I'll tell you what, do one more, and I'll tell you if I hear it.
Good idea. Done. Did you hear it that time or not?
I swear, it's just right on the edge, man.
This is the meadow I was telling you about.
Yeah, but we only get one chance to do a first call. So, I'm thinking my throat's kind of thrush. You want to do a duet whoop?
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That's cool.
Echo.
Let's do one more.
1, 2, 3. Oh, those are lice. Is that?
Let's get out of here. He's gonna come up here. He's right there. Nice spotlight. Monkey, come here. So Renee and I are doing whoops. Next thing, this big old generator fires up right below us. This hunting spotlight turns on, starts raking the treetops all around us, and zeroes in right on us. I'm thinking, oh, here comes gunshots next.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Josh, get lower.
We can't hide here.
I gave us permission to be.
We gotta go. I figured this guy's gotta be freaking out just hearing squatch calls coming from right above him. I thought for sure we were gonna start hearing gunshots any second, so we decided to just turn around and head back down the hill towards camp. There's no sense of getting shot out here. We already got 2 points for the Knox earlier. We've been out here most of the night. May as well just call it a win and turn in.